Alright, what's going on everyone? It's Tristan, and today in this video what I'm going to be doing is showing you guys, I don't know why my Xbox just turned on. I'm going to be showing you guys how to buy and resell Supreme in the best way. Really some tips I've learned that are pretty important in the past week I just want to show you guys. And I'm just on the Supreme website right now just kind of as a background, but we're going to be going through how you guys can cop an iOS. And I'm really showing you guys some important information I've learned in this last week about botting and how you guys can get stuff manually or even through just renting bots and learning how to use them and making profit each week. As long as you know how to do that, I'm gonna be like going through mech a little bit to kind of show you all what it would be like. Because I've learned a little bit more since I made mistakes in the last drop and I've had so much advice thrown at me. So shout out to everyone that's giving me free advice. I've just had so many tips thrown out at me, so I'm basically going to be throwing them in this video for you guys. So if you want to know about botting, basically I'm going to be sharing the information I know. I think there's some pretty good tips because they're coming from some pretty good people that have cooked plenty of stuff. People that have cooked tens, more BOGOs, like last week type things. So good info. And yeah, I hope you guys will enjoy this video. I'm going to be going through every little part of how to cook, where to sell. So yeah, that's pretty much all I got to say. Other than subscribe and like if you guys are new and want more content like this, I'd appreciate it. And also, I want to say this. Shout out my friend Simon for giving me this tea from his brand. If y'all want to go check it out, it's in the description. I'll link his Instagram there. Y'all can go check it. And y'all can also join my Discord down below there too. We got giveaways and stuff going on there. So yeah, if you want to go join that, go ahead. But it is definitely time to get into discussing how you guys can pretty much start your botting. So really how you guys can start, you need the first thing that I found really important that I didn't know what it meant. And it's important to know what it is a proxy. So basically, look up what is a proxy. And basically what it acts as is it takes each individual profile, I guess, that you make for Supreme. So each like browser or checkout, whatever you're doing, it basically will take each one individually and like take each request to check out individually. So basically you need one proxy for every single task you make. So like so if you're checking out on one item, you need one task. So it's kind of how it works. That's what I've at least learned at first. Now on localhost, you can run a little bit more. Localhost is just your home Wi-Fi, which I can go into discussing that really easily on MechPreem. So you guys can see this right here. It's pretty easy to look at. I mean, it's not hard, but there you go. Basically you got like your localhost also. I deleted my other proxies since I'm getting some new ones because I actually figured out that the type of proxies that are really good are data center proxies. I had RESELL proxies, which are okay, but again, don't forget, you need these proxies because basically each proxy will allow you to individually check out on of the same item. So if you're trying to get 5 box logos, you need 5 proxies. You can't check out on 5 box logos on the same proxy. I'm pretty sure on that. And I'm looking at this right now, like some other information, I'll just spit this out right now about mech that's pretty important. Checkout delay, some people recommended between 1,000 and 2,500. I found like a closer range to be better, like at 1,200 to 1,700. That's what someone told me that got a lot of the box logos. They're like, yeah, I ran at like 1,200, 1,700. And they somehow were able to get some stuff. So that's pretty cool. And that's something there. So that's important about the checkout delay. And obviously like each little profile that you see, this comes on all bots. Each profile is basically each payment, like each card that you have that you're charging to. So obviously you can't charge everything to the same card really on Supreme, because then they're just going to cancel pretty much all your orders because they're going to notice that you're just ordering a bunch of stuff or multiples, So you got to make a bunch of profiles, which is again really easy. You just go right here and just, there you go, add profiles. Like here are examples. But I don't really need to be discussing too much about MechPreem. Other than this too, this is a captcha harvester, which I needed to learn about because I had no clue what it was. But basically you just go right here and basically you run, so let's say you're running 20 tasks for, like you're running slots for people, you're running 20 tasks. You're gonna want to have open like 4 to 5 captcha harvesters, because basically what these do, they're actually pretty important. So here I'm gonna open one since I think I have it right here in the background. So you see this, well, it disappeared on me there, but you guys see this. Basically what it does is that you can just click, you can put in like some sort of proxy down here. I have it blurred right there. But basically you just have some sort of proxy down there, and basically what you do is then you log into like a Gmail account. You just click that and then basically just log into a Gmail account on each different, I'm pretty sure you can just log into the same one. I'm not too sure, but I think you can just log into one Gmail account, open like 4 or 5 harvesters, and then basically all the captchas will go to these little harvesters that you've opened, and then you can solve them so you can check out on multiple orders. And that's something I didn't know last week, but you need to have that open, and each harvester needs to have its own proxy. You need to have one proxy per. So that's some advice. Sorry if that was confusing, but just know that you need one proxy per item, and proxies are very important. And I'm going to show you guys where you can buy them right now, since I'm already into discussing that. I'll get into renting bots in a second and all that, but basically, I mean, I just looked up data center proxies since these are the best ones that you want. There's this thing called DC proxies that are really good, but basically you just need to get some of these. I don't know why my Xbox keeps turning on. I'm gonna move a little bit so I don't tap it again, but basically you just need to get some data center proxies. You know, I'm pretty sure you guys can ask around and find out some places that are pretty good, or ask in different group chats if certain data center proxies are good. You can just ask. Obviously, I feel like these ones are pretty decent too, but again, I don't know. There's probably different ones that cook sneakers. Like here, you can look up data center proxies for sneakers and look like, here you go, here's some good ones. So there you go. And that's basically how you guys can find proxies. That's super important. Number one tip right there for me. Also, another piece of advice I got is when renting bots, you want to do it earlier in the week. So if you can find out the drop as early as possible, try and rent those bots as early as possible. So if you think it's going to be a really good week, sometimes you got to take the risk and be like, hey, yo, can I rent this bot? And then just offer super cheap because nobody knows what the drop is yet. And then if it's a really good week, then you got that bot and rented it for really cheap. So that's a tip I got thrown out by OG too. So shout out him for that tip. That's a really good one. And also, going back to the capture harvester real quick, you want to solve one before the drop. So just basically what you would click is, I'm pretty sure you would just click harvest and then your capture would solve. Sometimes you have a one click where you just click harvest and then the bot does it. So that you just got to do that like 1 minute before the drop. And obviously have your proxy in, you already signed to that Gmail, you've already applied it. Basically just solve one of these 1 minute before the drop if you're using Mech. It's a tip I got, so very important there. But yeah, those are proxies. And two places that you guys can actually rent bots for kind of, I mean, the prices are alright, but it's just some places you can find them, is this Rental Heaven. This is a good place you guys can rent them. They have a Discord, which I'll show you all in a second, and Tidal Marketplace. Basically, both these Discords, I'll show you all. So like Tidal, here's their rental prices. Obviously, Mech was pretty expensive and they marked that one up, but I didn't rent from here, so I didn't pay $150 for a Mech rental. I personally wouldn't too, because actually you can join like a group chat like 300 Chefs, and people are always throwing out like their bots. They're like, yo, I'm renting this bot this week. So you can go to 300 Chefs, you can use my code on their website, Tristan23. Basically, that's a password to get in the website, so just use Tristan23 to get in past the website, and then you can actually use my code Tristan for 10% off. So if you want to join that group chat to get some cheaper bot rentals, go ahead. You can join 300 Chefs. They don't just got bot rentals, they got plenty of stuff. It's in my Discord, but y'all can also check out Backdoor Kicks. They're in like the partner section of my Discord. You can use my code too on there, because they have like bot restocks and like lots of information on bots, and the owner's also like the guy that's giving me a lot of this info, so shout out him. Y'all can go check that out. I'll put my code and that down in the description, since I don't quite remember it off the top of my head, but I think it's Tristan20. So if y'all want Tristan25, I think, because I think it's 25% off. So go check that out. It'll be down there in the description. Just I'm not sure what it is off the top of my head. My bad. And also there's this Discord called Proxy Heaven, which works with Rental Heaven. So if you rent a bot from Rental Heaven, Proxy Heaven will actually give you a free proxy, which I think is pretty cool. It's just they only give you like one free proxy though, and you're gonna need like 20 proxies, probably more, depending on how big you get with this botting stuff. You're gonna need a lot of them, and they're not like too expensive. I mean, obviously you're gonna have to put costs into this, and all this is like, you know, some weeks it's just not gonna work out and you're gonna lose money, but then some weeks it is gonna work out, and that's just kind of what botting is. Like last week I knew, or not even last week, Thursday, I knew nothing, and now I'm making a video a day later kind of giving you guys the information I've learned within a few days that I feel like is pretty good. So hopefully the good tips. So something I've learned with Mech is that you want to run your browser tasks, like you want to start it manually like a minute before, and then your super tasks like 15 to 30 seconds. Just basically start all of them at like 15-30 seconds. But you want to start your browser ones first manually, so that's a good tip. And, you know, shout out to, I think that was Mango Cops that gave me that one, so shout out him. And yeah, that's pretty much how it works with the bot. Now, another tip also with bots is that if you want to get multiple packages to your houses, it's actually not that easy. Or well, it actually is that easy. Basically, what you have to do is just add like something in front of your address to make it look like there's like an apartment or something, because you know, like there's some houses that are like 2 stories, but they're actually like apartments and people live in like different rooms. I have that actually kind of near my house. There's like houses like that, so you basically can just put like room 1 and then your house address or something like that. It's a really good tip. So if you're trying to get multiple to your house, you just have to alter your address, so you can basically put an abbreviation of your address. So if you live on like a road, you know, then you can do do one where you spell out ROAD, and then you can do one where you just do RD, and that's also another way to alter it. So just some tips, you know, some little knowledge I'm throwing out there, you know, big facts. Yeah, this is, I don't know what I'm looking at right here. This is the Proxy Heaven Discord is what I'm looking at, but basically, yeah, if you rent a bot from Rental Heaven, they give you a free proxy. So I think that's kind of cool. That's not, this isn't promoted. None of this is really. Nobody asked me to promo in this video. I'm just trying to throw you guys out some accounts that I have to make stuff cheaper. If you guys are trying to get some cheaper proxies or things like that, cheaper bot rentals, always got my tips. And you also go to, you know, my Discord, go check that out. You know, you can see Backdoor Kicks got a giveaway going on right here, so if you want to join the giveaway, go ahead. And that's pretty much my tips on bots so far. Now let's get into these manual users, because I feel like I went super deep on kind of the bot stuff. I mean, not that deep. I mean, there's so many experts, like, trust me, so many people that are better than me at this. I literally just started, but I'm giving you all what I know so far, so you guys can kind of go step by step with me as I learn more in this process, because I feel like I can become really educated on this. I just need to take more, you know, time on it. So yeah, just go through that, guys, and, you know, stick with me. Hopefully some tips were still good, though. Hopefully some knowledge was still, you know, like, because I still got like a sheet here with all this info written down, because, you know, I ain't dumb. I'm gonna write down my info. All right, so for manual users on computer, I've always said this, Chrome autofill. Basically how Chrome autofill works is that you download it, I already have it, but it's an extension on Chrome. It's this thing right here. And basically what you do is you can go to Shop Supreme if you're trying to get a certain item. Basically what it will do is you add to cart. Basically when you click that, it will fill out a profile that you filled out with your credit card information, and it will automatically fill everything. Basically how you would set up the profile is you would type in all your information into Supreme normally, and then you would click this thing right here, and it would save your information on a profile. And then basically what it would do is that next time you try to add it to your cart and you check out on it, it will automatically paste all that information. So I think that's pretty cool. One tip I do have is that when you're filling out your profile for the next week's Supreme drop and you're trying to get that all right for manual users, just, you can do it on any random item, just add to cart and make the profile, just type in the info, just don't check out. You can just save the profile by clicking the lightning thing. Just do not fill in your CVV, because Supreme's ticket system, and basically what the ticket system is the bot detection system. So Supreme needs to see some sort of typing interaction when you're filling out or checking out. They need to see some type of typing interaction, and if there's no type of typing interaction going on, then they're going to decline your order and you're not going to go through. So what my recommendation is when you're filling out your profile, do not fill in your CVV, and basically just all you need to do is have that remembered in your head and type that in automatically whenever you're checking out, and you should cook like that. Like, manual users did good last week, and that's really how you have success manually. Really good tip right there. So if you're trying to go manual, that's really the best way I know, because the computer methods are way better than the phone methods. I mean, if you're going on a phone, my personal recommendation is Filler. It's a free one. You guys can go in there. It's basically an autofill. Works pretty much the same as Chrome, except Chrome autofill, except it's on your phone on Safari. But yeah, that's pretty much all of my tips I've got, everything I've learned. So that's really how you buy Supreme. But the best place is to sell Supreme. I know this one people have been asking me about, and I always say it. It's right here. If you guys don't notice, the best place to sell stuff is right here. I'm gonna click it, but it's Instagram. Instagram is the best place. This is the best place where you guys can sell stuff. This is no joke. Really good place to sell stuff. Y'all can always sell stuff on Instagram, and you can have a reselling account. Like, here's my reselling account. I want to show you all this. So yeah, here's my reselling account. So basically, like, I made one right here, and y'all can just check out like this. Like, there you go. Like, I just sell my stuff on Instagram. There's no fees. I do all my transactions through PayPal, Zelle, Cash App, and Venmo. And, you know, that's basically how it works. I mean, I just buy and sell my stuff here. It's really easy. Just make an account. And I recommend on your posts like this one, I always add, I can't see here because I already sold it. So like there you go, it's all marked up. Usually I add hashtag, and you can add a price if you want, but what I found to be easier, shout out my friend Ian for this tip, is just saying DM me to purchase, because then you can negotiate on prices with different people. So that's just a good tip that my boy Ian threw me, so shout out him for that one. But that's really the best place to sell. People also sell Supreme on Grailed, but there's fees. eBay is a really good place too, but I really find Instagram to be the best. It's not hard to grow a good following on Instagram fast. It really isn't. I promise you, once you get good with the hashtag stuff, it's easy and knowing when to post. But that's pretty much how you guys can buy and where the best places to sell Supreme are. So hopefully this video was helpful. I don't got too much more to say. So you guys can follow me on Instagram, CLT Steals, or you can follow me on my personal account right here at Tristan Wick. You know, I got some post right here. I'm gonna post tonight also, but I'm not gonna edit this video a lot. I feel like I kind of gave like a pretty good analysis here, but you guys could just listen into kind of my thoughts. So that's what I've learned from botting in my kind of like first week. So I think that's pretty good, you know, first week. Hopefully I spit some good knowledge where you guys can at least get up to date and know where to rent bots. Obviously go on and download the Discord app. That's where I was showing you guys the rental of Heaven and stuff like that. You guys got to download Discord, so go download that. You guys can join my Discord too in the description. And this is like mech praying what I was showing you all. That's the bot, but there's obviously plenty of different bots that you guys can rent. There's plenty that they have available, like Kodai, Mech, Cyber. They have like all those bots for renting. So if there's a good drop coming up, always hit them up. But yeah, you know, that's not a sponsorship. I'm just telling you all about Rental Heaven. So I guess shout out them. But yeah, that's really all I gotta say. Subscribe and like for more content like this. I will definitely do more videos like this. Really just trying to go in depth because I felt like, you know what, let's drop some thoughts. So hopefully it was helpful, and I appreciate every single one of you guys. So thank you all for watching, and I will see you all in the next video. Peace.